Hi, this is Ian Ray with Digitally, and I'm going to be reviewing South Beach Media's website today and comparing them to Supercolor and one of the other competitors in Orange County that shows up pretty high in Google, and then showing you some ways you can optimize your own site as well as maybe refresh some of the front end graphic side of it and kind of give it a modern layout design. So first I want to look at your website. Really clean and simple, which is good. I mean, and you got a lot of color options. You're obviously a printer, so you want to show off a lot of what you can do on your website. I see this little slideshow here, pretty nice. I'm going to show you a couple different websites for the design side of it after I go through the search engine optimization, and show you how you can actually use some newer modern techniques like using JavaScript, like you already have right here, even though this is Flash, to kind of grow the page and take up more real estate and give it a more modern look. So, going back to your home page, I compared you against Supercolor and OrangeCountySigns.com, which actually is a really horrendous site, but for the search engine, they are, well, to not put it lightly, they're beating the pants out of the rest of the other two. So I'm going to go right here to the website grader first for your website and see where you stand. And right now, we come down here, you got a grade of 38. Obviously, a lot less than ideal. You want to be well above the 60 or 70 percentile mark. But they detail out why we're actually graded so low. And a couple first notes here is your meta tag descriptions are way too long now on the home page. Usually not a problem, but remember when you do a search in Google, the description is this right here. So if it's too long and get cut off, it's kind of pointless to have it on there anyway. Now, as far as the title tag goes, I wouldn't worry about that, but yours is too short. Now that I'm speaking about title tags, here I did a search on Google for every page they have indexed for you, and these are your title tags. Now they do describe the page, but they don't tell anything to the end user, and this is kind of your call to action. When somebody searches in Google, like I did wide format printer, and I come down here and I see, digital printing and large format graphics, vinyl graphics, all this stuff, Orange County. I know that that's what I'm looking for, and I'm going to most likely click on that. If it just says something like media, I don't know to click on that. It really doesn't give me any definition as to what I'm going to be going to. And another problem people have is like, this is Supercolor. They wasted real estate up here by putting Supercolor Digital. If I'm searching for Supercolor Digital, I'm going to find them anyway. They're already optimized for their name, so putting it up here in the title tag is kind of a waste of real estate, especially when you're trying to fit in all the existing like large format printing displays. But even them, they have it in there. And where's South Beach Media, your website, except for the one page where you specialize on it, it'd be really hard for me to tell. Because again, most people look at the titles and then they look at the descriptions. So just consistency would probably be the key there, and making sure that you separate all your content out to be specific. And like I said, Orange County Signs did a great job at that. Just because they separate all their products and services into different category pages, and then give them an appropriate title and description. A little bit more work, but definitely worth it in the long run. We'll get back to the comparisons in a second. So let's finish up to the website grading. A lot of this stuff is just basic stuff about your images and how much content you have. Now, the domain information, right here we got a big red flag. It says southbeachmediainc.com and www.southbeachmediainc.com are going to the same place. What they mean there is if I type in www or without it, I'll still go to the same place, and the search engine robots are kind of, well, I don't want to call them stupid, but they don't know the difference between those two websites. They see them as two separate websites. And as such, they think you're duplicating content that's found on another website. So an example of that is, this is inventure.net. If I put in www, we wrote a rule that always redirects back to this one. So now when the search engine comes here, they know there's only one website with that content on it. Really simple thing to do, but gives you a lot of credibility with Google. Index pages, this is pretty good. Page rank of 0, this is not good. This is probably because you don't have any links really coming to your website. I see 3 page links coming here. So maybe you're just not ranked by Google accordingly. And just a simple SEO campaign can make a huge difference there. And but ideally, you want to be page rank 3 to 5 within the next 6 months with an SEO campaign. Again, not too hard to do as long as you follow a couple of these simple principles that we're describing here in this website analysis. Again, inbound links, this is probably what's hurting you the most for search engine optimization. Obviously, the search engine goes off 2 things: your content, which is how relevant you are to the search term phrase that people are looking for, and then your popularity. How many links you have coming to your website? How popular are you on the internet? how good of a source of information are you? So again, an SEO campaign could do leaps and bounds for your getting found in the search engine and marketing on the internet. These DMOZ directories, what these are, these actually give you credibility with Google in that you're a real business. A lot of spammers set up websites and they're not real business entities. They're just trying to collect clicks and sell widgets or affiliate models, whatever you. But these DMOZ directory, this is actually an open source directory where people will actually list you as a wide format printer in Orange County. Kind of hard to get into, but I would at least apply for it. And if you're a legitimate business, you'll most likely get in. Yahoo directory, this is $300 a year. But again, this is just to validate your business through the search engine. Google, Yahoo, MSN, all those guys, they assume if you're paying $300 a year, you're probably a real business where spammers won't pay for it. Zoom Info, wouldn't worry about it too much. There's actually a different one I prefer called Best of the Web. But again, that one doesn't hold nearly as much rank as the other two. DMOZ would be the holy grail, but again, not so easy to get into. Blog, wouldn't worry about that too much. It looks like it found a URL for your blog, so that's good. It will help for adding content to your website, but I think you need to reorganize your website before you get into the blogging world. Delicious bookmarks, dig.com really don't help you with search engine per se, but it will definitely help drive some traffic. If you get posted on Delicious as a bookmark for someone, or dig.com as a story, then people searching those websites are going to run into you. Really helpful in marketing yourselves over the internet. And the rest of it, kind of minutia details. So overall, again, I would focus on doing an SEO campaign and then structuring your website with standard code compliance to ensure maximum search engine opportunities. Now, here's compete.com, and I put in, again, South Beach Media Inc., Supercolor, and Orange County Signs. Now, how I found Orange County Signs, I actually went to Google and I did wide format printing Fountain Valley. That's where you're located and that's what you do. So I would assume you guys would show up here, but I see like 199bannerstand.com. Obviously, they've done huge internet marketing campaign. They're showing up all over the map right here. And maybe most people haven't done too much there, and that's why they can compete so easily. Up here, pay-per-click. If you guys want more information about that, we can provide a consultation, but we're going to focus right now on the search engine optimization part, the natural organic search down here. Now, so how I found them, I did wide format printing, Fountain Valley, and I see orangecountysigns.com. And consistently, when I did several searches for different services offered by printers, and I put Fountain Valley and Orange County, they showed up. So again, you want to kind of do what they're doing if you're going to compete with them in online marketing. Now, I have 100 search results on my Google. I don't do the 10 per page, and neither yours or supercolor.com showed up. So obviously, there's some things that need to be done to optimize your website to compete on here. And if Supercolor is one of your biggest competitors, then you could probably have a leg up because they're in the same boat. They're really not showing up, even though they've done some of the proper things for the search engine. So that's pretty much it for the search engine optimization side. Again, there's a lot of different technical things to it, site maps and contextual site maps and postings, which are all taken care of with our SEO campaigns that we provide monthly. But first, I would actually recommend a website refresh. Mostly because your content isn't separated out very well. You have one page is dedicated to services. It would be more beneficial if you separated this out. If this was just an overview page, and then you actually had a link to signs and posters and banners and trade show displays. Even if it was just 2 or 3 sentences, the search engine sees more content about that specific search word phrase, and they're going to score you accordingly. And then, moreover, taking opportunity of the big real estate now available in website design. Mostly because of some of the newer tricks like JavaScript. Like here's a website that we can shrink it and grow it, and then it expands to fit the window automatically without having the scroll bar at the bottom. That's a couple simple tricks. Large format image right here. And then separating the content out into smaller pages really will be more beneficial when you break it out into specifics about what you like. Personal insurance here. It's actually more fitting probably specialty programs and then winery care. So now instead of having one overview page, even though it's just a couple sentences, now they actually be found for winery care. And then they have it up here in the title and then up here in the description. So really just breaking out into smaller content. And that's really what the modern web is. More specific content, easy to read, and really more images now that there's more bandwidth available. So again, just to recap, you want to make sure you're up to snuff with your website grade so you can compete in the search engine setting up your website and then structuring the architecture on the back end so it's really, really intuitive for the search engine to gather content and score you accordingly. So if you have any questions about search engine optimization or website designs that we can help you with, feel free to contact us. This is Ian Ray with Digital Eye.